In this video, I'm going to talk about how I use data to influence the work that I do. This is the time when I was interning at Amazon as an MBA product management intern. I was working on a particular segment of sellers known as brand owners. So there are resellers and brand owners selling on Amazon, and Amazon uses a heuristic model to determine who are brand owners and who are resellers. So I started off the project by using the heuristic model that was there as is and started identifying and reaching out to brand owners, interviewing them, trying to gain inputs from them, and trying to use those inputs from calls to drive my decision making thereafter. So as I was talking to brand owners and getting a lot of inputs, the quality of inputs that I was getting and the themes that came across from my interviews were quite significantly different from the quantitative research and analysis that previous members in my team had done and some of the survey responses that they had collected. But when I was looking at both these sets of data that was there from what previous team members did based on surveys that were created using this heuristic model, and calls that I had made and inputs that I had got from multiple calls that I had with brand owners, there was a very striking difference. And this didn't put me to rest. So I slowly started looking at the heuristics model to check and see as to if there is any error in the heuristics model and whether it could be improvised and what was the root cause for exactly why there was this discrepancy in the inputs I had got from calls and from the surveys and analysis that was already available in the company. Working with the data scientists who had created that heuristic model, we were able to discover a few errors that were there in the heuristic model, which we were able to go ahead and fix. And once we fixed that model, the insights that I'd got from the calls started becoming much more closer to the insights that I had got, that my team members had already had from the surveys that they had done. Well, this is probably not the best answer to give to demonstrate how I use data to try to solve the problems that I'm working on and to influence what I'm trying to do. But one of the underlying themes that I want to bring in here is that when I'm using data, I also use my qualitative instincts that I have received talking to customers and use the qualitative instincts that I've got talking to customers to determine what data I use and how much I rely on it. Watch the next video to understand a bit more about how I purely use data to drive my decision making.